Today we're talking about the co-op games from 1995. But first, let's see what else was happening in 95. Chrono Trigger, Comic Zone, Yoshi's Island, Full Throttle, Mega Man X, Clock Tower. And for home consoles, we saw the Virtual Boy, the Sega Saturn, and the PlayStation 1 were both released in the US. Now let's talk about the co-op games. Area 51, an arcade classic known for its mounted weaponry, motion-captured graphics, and intense action, was an innovative game for its time, but visually hasn't really held up. While it once captivated players with its sci-fi channel movie-like atmosphere, the game now reveals its shallowness and repetitiveness. It starts strong with engaging combat against zombies, and a unique reloading mechanic. The colorful explosive deaths of enemies add to the fun. However, the game's limitations become evident as it progresses. Enemies, whether zombies or aliens, lack variety and behavior, making encounters predictable. Area 51 is not one of the best light gun games. It can still provide enough low-budget, B-grade movie fun when played with a friend. Bubble Memories, the third installment in the Bubble Bobble series, attempts to combine the action-focused gameplay of Bubble Symphony with the puzzle-like level design of Bubble Bobble. Players control Bub and Bob, who are transformed into bubble dragons. They embark on a quest to collect 7 potions and defeat the monster at the top of a tower. The game has beautiful sprite work, expressive characters, and enemies, but some of the backgrounds are less impressive. While the introduction of charge attacks is initially powerful, they lose effectiveness later in the game as enemies break free faster. The transition from action to puzzle levels is jarring, with strict timers causing frustration. Despite offering enhanced special attack bubbles, improved item effects, and underwater hazards, Bubble Memories provided a mixed experience with moments of enjoyment and frustration. Final Fight 3, released late in the Super Nintendo's lifespan, aimed to enhance the classic beat-em-up gameplay of the series. While it didn't revolutionize the formula, it introduced new features, such as dashing, dash attacks, and special moves akin to Street Fighter 2. The play control remained smooth, ensuring a satisfying beat-em-up experience. Visually, Final Fight 3 impressed with detailed backgrounds and well-animated characters, even though occasional slowdown occurred due to the Super Nintendo's limitations. The soundtrack and sound effects maintained the series' audio excellence. Final Fight 3, in my opinion, is the best Final Fight game of all time. Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest, the sequel to Rare's hit game, maintains and even surpasses the high standard set by its predecessor. The game follows Diddy and Dixie as they embark on a quest to rescue Donkey Kong from the clutches of Captain K. Rool. The game features challenging levels, bonus stages, and responsive controls, while it retains the look and feel of the original Donkey Kong Country. It introduces new gameplay elements, such as animal transformations during regular stages and aerial gliding. And of course, it still has the co-op tag team ability of its original. The game's difficulty may be a challenge for some, but it's ultimately rewarding. With its engaging gameplay, beautiful graphics, and memorable soundtrack, Donkey Kong Country 2 is the pinnacle of the whole series. In 1995, Sega introduced Astal, a 2D platformer featuring the hero with long red hair, bushy eyebrows, and a lavender bodysuit. Astal's adventure involves rescuing Lita, his companion, and the goddess Antoas. The game showcases beautifully hand-drawn, colorful sprites, a vibrant world, and catchy music. Astal possesses various abilities such as grabbing and throwing enemies, ground punches, mid-air punches, and the ability to inhale and release powerful gusts of air. The game also includes segments where Astal's purple bird companion aids in combat or retrieves items, and player 2 is able to take control of this character. Astal is a game that's often overlooked, and in my opinion, it's one of the best looking games of the whole 32-bit era. If you have a Sega Saturn, it's definitely worth seeking out. Donpachi is a classic shoot-'em-up game developed by Cave in 1995, serving as the debut title in the Donpachi series, known for its challenging bullet hell gameplay. Players control a ship with rapid shots and powerful laser. using bombs for defense and score-boosting tactics. The game introduces a chaining system called the Get Point system, emphasizing speedy enemy destruction for high scores. Despite somewhat limited audio due to hardware constraints, Donpachi is a significant and foundational title in the shoot-'em-up genre, setting the stage for later entries in the series. Knuckles Chaotix is a standout entry in the Sonic series, introducing the Chaotix characters, and a unique buddy system gameplay mechanic. The game employs a rubber band system where two characters are connected by a ring-based tether, offering an enjoyable twist on classic Sonic gameplay. Some might see this as a downside, but I felt that it provided an opportunity for some great co-op gameplay. The graphics are vibrant and detailed, showcasing the 32X's capabilities. And the soundtrack is amazing as well. Completing the game takes just over an hour, and the Chaotix characters add depth to the Sonic universe, making it a must-play for fans of the series. This is definitely one of the best games on the 32X. The PC Engine was once a popular console, especially in Japan, but its successor, the PC-FX, released in 1994, failed to capture the market due to its focus on video capabilities instead of 3D graphics. However, amidst the console's commercial disaster, a game called Zenki FX shone as a glimpse of what could have been done. Based on the Zenki anime and manga series, the game masterfully blended various gameplay styles, including beat-em-up, run-and-gun, platforming, and one-on-one encounters. Its standout feature was its stunning visuals, with vibrant backgrounds, impressive character animations, and a diverse range of enemy sprites. The game seamlessly integrated storytelling and action, offering atmospheric moments and thrilling boss encounters. Despite its short length, lack of dialogue, subtitling, and relatively high import prices, Zenki remains a fascinating relic of the PC-FX, and one of the only reasons to own that console. Amidst the anticipation for a Doom-like 3D first-person shooter game for the Amiga, developer Mark Sibley introduced Gloom, often mistakenly associated with Doom due to its name. The game featured unlimited ammunition and allowed players to upgrade their weapons by collecting stronger bullets. What truly set Gloom apart was its robust multiplayer options, enabling competitive deathmatches and cooperative gameplay, making it a standout title in the Amiga gaming scene. The PC Engine was a console known for its great shoot-'em-ups, and with the add-on, the PC Engine CD, the console was able to experiment even further in the genre. One of the standout titles was Sapphire. The game, set in a future with time travel, follows the all-female police force burning rabbits, chasing criminals through history. Players choose from 4 characters with distinct ships and weaponry. The game's weapon system features tricolor schemes and pods for charged attacks, making strategic gameplay. Despite being visually captivating, it's relatively short and somewhat easy, but its legacy lives on as a prized PC Engine collectible. Guardians, also known as Denjin Make 2, continues the beat-em-up legacy of its predecessor, with 8 playable characters, each with unique combo strings and special moves. The game offers diverse gameplay, a dedicated button for powerful attacks, alongside standard attacks and jumps, enhances the combat experience. The characters automatically advance, simplifying the process of attacking multiple enemies, and an on-screen combo counter adds depth. While the weapons are available, they may seem redundant given the character's vast arsenal. The game maintains the series' familiar mechanics, but with faster-paced action and vertical dashing. The diverse cast and unique enemies contribute to the game's charm, and levels are richly detailed, offering a highly replayable experience with different paths. Guardians stands as an exceptional beat-em-up, though it never received widespread distribution. Seiken Densetsu 3, the sequel to Secret of Mana, offers an action RPG experience that builds upon its predecessor. The game retains the sword-swinging combat style, but improves it, allowing for continuous sword strength, with a tech gauge that fills as you land hits on enemies. The tech's powerful attacks, or spells, become available as the gauge fills. AI-controlled party members assist in battle, but of course can be taken control by another player as well. The game features the familiar ring menu for seamless item and spell selection. Graphics showcase intricate details, colorful visuals, and varied scenery. The music is exceptional, with catchy and diverse compositions. Seiken Densetsu 3 is an outstanding RPG with improved graphics, stunning visuals, and an engaging storyline, making it one of the best co-op RPGs of all time. In the sequel, Firemen 2, Pete and Danny return as the heroic firefighters, this time tackling a blazing amusement park. One notable improvement is the addition of a 2-player option, making for a solid cooperative firefighting experience. This game came out exclusively in Japan on the PS1. While the game maintains the visual style and general gameplay of its predecessor, the familiar mechanics offer a sense of nostalgia for fans of the original. The linear level design ensures that players won't get lost, making for a more straightforward and accessible experience. The boss battles, though challenging, provide a test of skill and strategy. Despite some setbacks like the absence of hidden people to rescue and less detailed visuals, the game manages to capture the essence of firefighting action. Super Chinese World 3, the final entry in the series, brought back the familiar characters of Jack and Ryu for an adventure across the universe. This game came out exclusively on the Super Famicom in Japan. While the game promised a grand cosmic journey, it was limited to just 4 accessible worlds, possibly due to time constraints, missing an opportunity for a more expansive universe. The gameplay, a blend of side-scrolling action, fighting, and RPG elements, remained faithful to its predecessors, but failed to significantly evolve. Despite this, the addition of new characters and more healing opportunities in dungeons provided a positive aspect to the gameplay. Super Chinese World 3 may not be the best in the series, but it's still a solid RPG experience, especially if you're looking for a co-op game. Super Bomberman 3, while reminiscent of its predecessor, Bomberman 94, brings its own charm to the series, with engaging gameplay and an expanded multiplayer mode. The return of the 5 dastardly bombers in a new scheme to steal chips across various planets provides a familiar yet enjoyable story mode experience, and the cooperative play with Black Bomberman add depth to the game. However, the reused themes from previous titles and limited level design creativity might disappoint some players. The standout feature is the multiplayer battle mode, just like all Bomberman games, including the exciting Bad Bomber mode and the unpredictable Soccer Bomber. Despite feeling somewhat safe in terms of innovation, Super Bomberman 3 remains a strong addition to the series and a nod to its PC Engine roots. Virtua Cop 2 on the Sega Saturn is an excellent arcade-to-home adaptation that outshines its predecessor, maintaining the core premise of the original. Players assume the role of cops navigating crime scenes, taking down criminals while avoiding innocents. Notably, it introduces faster-paced and more intense gameplay, featuring multiple routes in each level, effectively doubling the game's length. The addition of exhilarating driving sequences and improved graphics with texture-mapped polygons enhances the experience. Virtua Cop 2 retains classic power-ups and introduces tactical gameplay elements, like targeting enemies' knees. Despite some repetitiveness, it's a must-have for fans of the franchise, as well as just for fans of the light gun shooter genre, delivering hours of action-packed entertainment. So those are some of the co-op games from 1995. What are some games that we missed? And if you enjoyed this video, check out our video from last week where we talked about the co-op games from 1994. Thank you for watching.